Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. We are going to react to two videos of this girl who went on the most insane date. Before we start this video, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, so you guys can stay up to date with all future videos. Now let's go.
I just walked out of a date 10 minutes in. That's the first time I've actually ever done that, and honestly I feel proud of myself for ending it, because I will say more tomorrow when I'm rested and I'm not as angry, but this is what happened at the end of it. First of all, he's late. I've been waiting there already, okay? So I know good and well that the restaurant he picked has about an hour wait, because I can see the line with my eyes, and I don't think he made a reservation. I'll tell more details tomorrow, but long story short, he realizes that the wait is an hour. I've already made that realization. We're going back and forth about what we should do. That's annoying to me. You asked me on this date. You should have a plan. He goes, well, what should we do? I said, you tell me. He goes, me? Don't you live closer to this area than I do? I've only been in LA for 4 months. You're a lawyer. You should have these things figured out. I said, excuse me? In that moment, I wanted to be like, I'm leaving by, but I was like, let me just try to stick this out. I say, look, the only place that I know of is this bar down the street. Do you drink? And he goes, no, I don't drink. And I said, okay. And he's like, it's fine. Let's just go to the bar. I'm like, okay. We're walking. He's walking ahead of me the entire time. Hate that. We're not in a walkable area of LA. Like, this is not a place that I would suggest walking in generally. And he's like making comments, whatever. I'll tell you more tomorrow. We get to the place, it's closed. I go, all right, well, I'm out of options. He goes, okay, well, let's go here. And he shows me this like basically fast food kind of restaurant that I've been to before. That's really not a date vibe for me. It's not something that I think is cute or cool. That's like somewhere that I would go to at 2 a.m. when I'm like drunk. I'm like, I don't really want to go there. He goes, fine, where do you want to go? And I said, I want to go home. And he looks at me stunned, and I said, yeah, no disrespect, I just want to go home. And he goes, all right, well, take care. I said, okay. And I just walk away. As I'm walking away, I'm pissed because I'm walking in like an encampment with like 4 men who are just like looking at me, who are making me feel uncomfortable, and this man just like left me there with them. I keep walking, I end up finding like a plaza, and I hang out in the plaza. I've already called my Waymo, and now I'm in the Waymo. I'm frustrated, and it's just like so annoying because like I met this guy. I mean, I didn't know him for very long, but we spent 5 minutes together on a speed date. And I know that sounds stupid, but like in those 5 minutes he seemed so sweet and so normal. And then tonight he was like an asshole and like a lot uglier than I remembered. I'll tell you more tomorrow. I'm in a bad mood.
That's my biggest fear. This girl has the most funniest, craziest dating stories ever on TT that I watch, and I'm just like, this one like kind of like, yeah, this one takes the cake, I think. So already I'm like, first of all, he's not a gentleman. He's absolutely disgusting. Let her walk through the encampments. Like, come on, guy. Like, you're really just a pill on that end. You clearly don't have any respect. Cool. We're gonna leave it at that, right? So now she finally goes home and she finally tells her other side of the story. Where the hell's that video? When I tell you I hunted for this video, I was hunting for that second part because I needed to know.
And ladies, even men who went to Harvard Business School are losers. I just went on a first date with a man. He picked a restaurant. I knew that this restaurant was a happening restaurant, but he picked it and he went to Harvard. I thought that he knew to see if he was gonna need a reservation. He went to Harvard. I get to the restaurant before he does. He's late. I see the line wait outside the door. He shows up, doesn't apologize for being late, but does go and ask how long the wait is. They say, oh, the wait is an hour. He comes back and reports to me, the wait is an hour. I say, huh. He goes, well, what should we do? What should we do?
Hold on a second. When you show up to a date and you're late, the first word should be, I'm sorry for me being late. I deeply apologize. How are you? Hug, whatever. The fact you don't even acknowledge that is crazy to me. And I think another part she said was, for me, she knew that this restaurant was like bumping. Men, just a side note, some girls will expect you to put in the work, and if you're gonna ask them out on a date, make sure you do a reservation. Do not just go on the whim. Do not just go and think there's never going to be any problems, that you guys are going to be fine, that you won't have any wait time. Don't do that. You're going to fail. I promise you. Like, I promise you. Make sure you have those reservations locked and you're safe. Secure that spot for yourselves. Also, in my opinion, ladies, don't always have so much expectations. That's all I'm saying. That's just going to be very disappointing. The expectation is thinking that people know how much, or again, I don't know what he told her. I don't know if he told her that he was born in LA or if he was raised there. I don't know. But for me personally, I don't have so much expectations. So if I don't know a spot, but like I just heard of it, then don't expect me to know how busy it gets and all that stuff. If I don't know it and I just say let's go here, it just means let's go here. I've never tried it. You never know. Just saying that out loud, because again, you never know.
Grad, what should we do? I say, I don't know. What do you want to do? He goes, well, we can just wait here if you want. I said, oh, I actually don't want to wait here for an hour. He goes, well, I don't live in this area. I live 20 minutes away from here. I don't know what to do around here. I said, I don't really hang out around this area either. And here's what I would have done if I was the man in this situation.
Before she gives her idea, if she doesn't hang around that area, neither do you. As a man, why didn't you just go and say, hey, so neither one of us know what to do here. We don't hang out in this area. Would you be down to go into this area or that area? What do you like to eat? Like, be more descriptive. If you're willing not to wait the hour, you might as well have just done that. I don't know. But like, to not even just like, I live 20 minutes away from here. Okay, cool. What do you want me to do with that information? You're not telling me anything. You're just saying basically nothing, in my humble opinion. But let's see what she says.
I would have taken my phone out, picked a bar nearby, gotten us a car, gotten to that place. No, not him. He's just standing there dumbfounded, the man that went to Harvard. He's looking at his phone. He goes, I don't really know anywhere around here. I said, yeah, me either. He goes, I have really high expectations of you. I said, sorry? He's like, you're an attorney, aren't you? And I said, yes. And he goes, okay, so you should be able to problem solve. I said, me? You should be able to problem solve. You went to Harvard. I say there's a bar over here. Let's go over there. We walk to that bar. It's closed. I go, I'm plumb out of options. He goes, let me look at my phone to see what I can find. I said, good idea. Did they teach you that at Harvard? He looks at his phone. He pulls up a restaurant. It's a restaurant that I've only ever dreamed of going to when I was 3 a.m. blackout drunk. I say, oh, I don't really want to go there. He goes, where do you want to go then? I said, I want to go home. No disrespect. I want to go home. He stands there, Harvard grad, dumbfounded, shocked. Goes,
not everyone that goes to Harvard is smart. Just because he's a Harvard grad doesn't mean anything. Some people are book smart and not street smart. That's just the reality. You shouldn't be so shocked that the man does not know what to do. Like, come on now. Come on. But at least he went on his phone to find a location. And even though it's not where you wanted to go, I can clearly see she was just so fed up with the date. I mean, again, so much had happened before that. But I understand her. Too many red flags happened and she just like lost her patience. And again, he walked in front of her. He didn't walk beside her. He didn't was conversing with her. He was just like, they were in a sketchy neighborhood. And the smartest thing he should have done was be like, okay, well, are you down to go into this area or that area? And we'll just take an Uber and go together, or Waymo, whatever the hell you guys use. Like, that was definitely an option. But man, not all men know chivalry. If you haven't seen my chivalry video, go check it out.
Okay, take care of yourself then. I said, you too. I walk away, call myself a Waymo, and now I'm back home. The date started at 8 o'clock. It is now 8:43, and I've been home for about 15 minutes. Even when they go to Harvard, they're still not shit.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now I have questions. If he was late to the date, how late was he? Because if you got there, if the date was at 8, started at 8, and you got him at 8:43, how late was he? Because if he was 5 minutes late, I'm like, whatever. But if he was like 10:15, yeah, I feel you. But how late? And now that striked my curiosity, you know? Because like, yeah. But some people are very, 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 very different. And punctuality is super important to them. So if you're not a punctual person, they will be turned off by you. And that's very possible. But with that being said, that date is a hellhole. That date is something that I never want to go through in my life. And they could have made it fun and made it joking, be like, we went on our first date to this broken down place. But I feel like for her situation where she is, she knew after maybe 10 minutes, he just wasn't for her. She knew. Like, she realized it. She realized when he showed up late, his attitude, the way he was acting, everything. I think if he was chill, you know, very laid back, very nice vibe, like good vibes, he brought the vibes, he brought the energy and all that stuff, and it wasn't just so like rude and condescending in a way, but more rude than anything else, I don't think she would have had a problem. But I think it's because of the way he was acting, the way he was moving, the way he was speaking. She was just like, no, can't do it. So you know what? Good for her for knowing her limitation, knowing what she wants in a man. But with that being said, ladies, if you were in her situation, would you do what she had done? Would you have just left a date, or would you just stick with it and ride it through till the end? Let me know in the comment section. And for the men, here's some advice for you guys. Always make sure to have reservations. Always walk beside the woman. I always say this. And just always be chivalrous. Even if you don't want to be on this date, you don't like the girl, you realize that, doesn't mean you have the right to be rude. If she's not doing anything wrong, just, be mindful. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.